What's up, you guys? I'm back in Southern Cal again. I'm coming down the grade into Redlands, California right now. Just got out of Yucaipa. Latest update, I will be dropping this load in the drop yard. Would you stop already? I don't need your help with Amazon, Alexa, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be dropping this load in the San Bernardino drop yard. And I'll be grabbing an empty, heading over to Colton, where I'll be picking up a load from Walmart there, going to Clarksville, Arkansas this afternoon at 1600. It is currently 8:35 in the morning. Started my shift around, I don't know, 00:15, basically about 15 or so after midnight. Took about a 3-hour or so nap in a little bit west of Blythe. So figured I won't be too far from my 14-hour clock expiring by the time I'm ready to leave Walmart. That's assuming the load is ready. Assuming I dock out when right at the drop-in time there. Chances are I'll end up having to wait, but you never know. Sometimes you get there and the loads are ready to go early, so I'll probably want to call them up and ask for updates and then see what time I can check in. I think typically they let you check in for drop hooks about 2 hours early, unless the load is ready to go early. If it's ready to go earlier, they'll let you on earlier, I believe. But if it's not, I think the earliest they'll let you into the property is 2 hours before the appointment time. Alright, so I was coming through Calamasa and into Yucaipa. I saw a billboard. That was basically advertising a local chicken restaurant here in Yucaipa, right off Yucaipa Boulevard exit, over next to In-N-Out. It's called Corky's Kitchen and Restaurant, or whatever whatever it actually says on the building there at the restaurant itself. But the billboard that I saw over there, I can't remember what exit it was by. It might have been in between like County Line Road and Live Oak Canyon Road, or it could have been in between Calamasa Road and County Line Road exit. You're not doing me any good. I can't get over it, so I'm screwed. But yeah, I couldn't move over because there's traffic next to me. That's why you need to get on the freeway at higher speeds. Don't create bad situations for yourself and for others. Alright, anyway, the said Corky's Clucker. Obviously a clucking hen is the idea behind it. And then I got a crazy idea, me and my dirty mind. I came up with the idea, if I ever got into the chicken restaurant business, I know just the perfect name for it. I'm going to call it Scott's Cocks. Just the mere thought of that, I couldn't stop laughing at that. It's kind of loaded, I don't know, theme there, I guess, where it's like, what is it, a male stripper bar or something, or is it actually a chicken restaurant or something? Now, getting on 330 westbound, or actually, not 330. 330 is over here, up in here in Highland. Be like an exit away from that, or 2 exits away from that exit. Then on 210 westbound. See, I can't even maintain my composure just thinking about that still. again, a lot of JCT drivers, when they go to the drop yard coming in from the east, they tend to like to just stay on the 10 all the way over at Tippecanoe Avenue exit, and then just take Tippecanoe straight up to, gotta watch this car over here flying up. My lane was heading side of, counter to what this Honda was doing. Anyway, yeah, most of the drivers, I think, tend to like to take Tippecanoe up to 3rd Street, and then make a right on 3rd and head east, and then the next light down is Del Rosa. Make a right there and head south on Del Rosa, and the very first driveway is the drop yard. I hate using Tippecanoe, so we got another problem here because this Tesla's in my way. Come on. Fucking asshole. It's Tesla camping out there. What are you slowing down for? Keep your friggin' speed where it was and get the fuck out of people's way already. God, I hate stupid people. They're camping out next to me. That's a great thing when you see me having a traffic conflict with on-ramp traffic. Not a real place you want to be, because if I end up having a run-in with the on-ramp traffic, you're going to get caught up in that mess, because you're not going to have anywhere to go. And say if I have a run-in with them and we end up veering off into the left, which can happen, you're a casualty of war there. Don't camp out there next to me. Get by me, or stay back. Leave escape route space. Alright, we got a 5th Street exit coming up here. We'll be exiting the interstate or highway here. I guess it should be interstate, but that's what's stupid about this highway. It's a state route from here to the 57 freeway, and then west of the 57 freeway, it's interstate 210. And this is a newer interstate. The section between 57 and I'd say the 215 freeway. That is a relatively newer section compared to the rest of 210. In fact, yeah, between the 215 and 15, it didn't exist for a long time. I don't even remember what year that section opened. Was it early 2000s or... I don't know, could have been something like that. But anyway, yeah, I think it could be because the construction standard as well, or who funded it as well. Because interstate highways have certain construction standards, and then also a lot of times they're also funded to some extent with federal highway funds. But they have certain criteria too, like the on-ramps have to be a certain way, like the ramps have to be like a mile apart from each other. The bridge clearances all have to be a minimum like 14 feet for urban and 17 feet for rural. Things like that, or even like the medians and shoulders, they have the minimums. They have to be minimum widths, and even the distance between the median on one side and the median on the other side even has to be a minimum for the most part. State highways, they don't have the same construction standards, and not to mention they don't get federal funding necessarily, so I don't really know if there's a really good rhyme or reason, though, if there's anything specific causing the 210 here to be labeled a state highway here between Redlands and San Dimas, and it'd be an interstate west of San Dimas. Yeah. That guy's lost a few Church Avenue. I always get, now Highland, we got two streets here with Church. One's Church Avenue and one's Church Street. My doctor's office is over on Church Street, and I always get Church Avenue and Church Street mixed up. I just know mine's the one that's on the other, my doctor's office is on the other side of the 210, and then there's that one right there, which is actually really close to where I used to live. Alright, we're going to make a left here, turn here onto Palm, and then it'll be a right onto 3rd. You can also go straight down 5th if you'd like, but I personally prefer 3rd. To me, it's a little bit more truck appropriate because it's, well, for one, you don't, well, there's not so much for residences there. Not like there's much for residences on 5th Street either, but there are some. I'm trying to remember. I think there might be maybe a little bit less traffic light also. I mean, 1 or 2 less signal lights or whatever to deal with on 3rd. Alright, I found out this trailer does have an air leak that I'm going to have to write up when I drop it. When I was pre-tripping it, there's a hose that hangs down from the left front axle. Right by the, what was it? Just forward of the airbag, I guess I would say. These guys got a yellow arrow. I'm going to end up getting in the way of these guys going the other way, so. Yeah, because I knew these guys were going to get a green arrow because I saw the 3rd Street traffic light turn into a yellow, which means it was about to turn red, which means somebody else was about to get a green. Clutch pedal wants to act up again a little bit here. It feels like sometimes it feels like it's bypassing, sometimes it feels stiff like it should, but so I'm going to do some more floating here to try to minimize using the clutch or the clutch pedal. Oh yeah, that's really brilliant. Jackass. Pretty sure U-turns are illegal when someone's approaching that close. 200 feet. If anybody's approaching within 200 feet, it's illegal to do a U-turn. For good reason. There have been a lot of fatal accidents, and especially with motorcycle riders involved. A lot of times that's a big common cause of fatal motorcycle crashes is people doing a U-turn in front of a motorcycle that they didn't see. Temporary fencing, perhaps, or yeah, I see a construction office built modular building there. Alright, Victoria Avenue. See, I don't trust this clutch pedal because it's like a box of chocolates. Every time I use it, it's a different experience, and I don't know what I'm going to get as far as where I'm going to find the friction point. It almost seems like a pointless endeavor to try to get it fixed because I've already tried to report that problem before, and all they did was adjust the clutch brake. I'm like, it's not the clutch brake needing adjustment, it's something else. Like I even told them it's not the clutch brake when I checked the truck in. I think it was sometime last year. I don't have much faith in a lot of mechanics. I don't like having to tell a service writer what's going on and then hope that they actually give all the detailed information that I'm giving. Which I'm not always able to give details. Like a lot of times the service writer writes down the information, and most of the time they put the bare minimum there and just let the mechanic have that. What the hell is that thing? What kind of weird looking jet over here? Black and orange one. That's not an A400M, is it? I don't think it is. That was pretty stupid there, Bobtail. Yeah, whatever that thing is, its engines are running. Either getting ready to taxi out or just landed. And 4 turboprop engines from what I can tell. I don't think it was an A400M. I think it was something else. It looked like it might have been foreign. Alright, here's Del Rosa here. I'll be turning left right here. Well, and I bet you this bobtail is going to be pulling into the same drop lot that I'll be going into. Going so slow. I get you gotta wait on you gotta build up speed, but it just seems like he's taking excessively long to get any kind of speed. I mean, come on, I'm 71,000 pounds. It's not taking me that long to get that kind of speed. Alright, who we got here? We got a JCT with a trailer parked out here by the rec center. Actually got another one. Actually, there are a few of them out here. Look like 4196 Delta, L4395, L4001. I've got another, I've got a black KW over here too. Can't tell what number it is. 4322 or something like that. I always tend to see those trucks with a bunch of 432 numbers. There's like several of them. 4323, 4232, 4233, whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of times I see trucks lately that I've never seen before, and we've had them for like at least 2 or 3 years, and it's becoming a more frequent occurrence. And I don't know if that has something to do with the dedicated lanes we have now, and it might be affecting other drivers in different ways, or maybe we're getting more new drivers who are. I don't know. Just some trucks get turned in, and because some people upgrade or quit or get fired or whatever, and then someone new comes in and uses one of the trucks that's been used before, or something. But not all these are used trucks. Some of these are trucks that don't even have a letter at the end of them, which means the original lessee or whatever is still in it. If there's no letter at the very end of the truck number, it means that the person in it is the original operator of that truck. So like mine, I have an E at the end of mine, so it means there have been 5 other drivers in this truck before I got it. But I've been in it for 3+ years now myself, so, and I don't plan to get rid of this truck anytime soon. Kind of like my manual transmission and a little bit more basic, bare bones features, like no collision avoidance crap on it. I hate collision avoidance. That has no business on any vehicle. I had a lot of bad experiences with the collision avoidance system when I drove Sierra England's auto shift trucks. I swear I don't ever want to touch one of those pieces of shit ever again. And I think lawmakers are, I guess, allegedly getting involved in that now, mandating that all new trucks from 2022 and newer have to have that system on it. It's like, screw that. I will disable that crap if I'm ever in a truck with that again. I will not have a truck doing automatically hit my brakes for me for stuff that it thinks it is a problem that isn't even a problem.
You have 5 hours and 21 minutes of remaining drive time.
Alright, let me switch over to yard move. Don't need to keep burning drive time. Drop hook. Yeah, he needs to grease that fifth wheel. Hey, how's it going? Loaded? Scott? Loaded. Pretty sure I told him it's loaded already, and he still asked me afterward if it was loaded or empty. We pay very much attention. I should have told him, prestar su atención. Alright, looks like a wide open spot up there, right by the light pole that I can drop my trailer in. Okay, what's this guy doing? Did he overshoot? He's figuring out the hard way how our drop yard is set up, I guess. Now there is another area over there too to the right, but I don't know if he's trying to go over to the lot over here, or if he meant to come over here to this side. I think he meant this. I think he meant to come over to this side, and I might have to back up. Yeah. Is he going to try to drop it next to the fence or what? I don't know if he's trying to drop next to the fence or if he's going to go into the other yard here, because sometimes people do drop along the fence. Let's see if he gestures in any way. It's kind of looking like he wants to put it next to the fence. Trying to turn. See, that was a total guessing game now. Dude, he's hitting the... Hold on! Whoa! You're hitting the fence! was hitting the razor wires and all that, and yeah, I had a feeling that was a big concern I had. Like, he was getting so close to the fence, so I was thinking maybe he was going to just drop the trailer over here next to the fence. Like I say, a lot of times I come here and there are trailers sitting there dropped there, but then he started motioning over there. Like, dude, you got tail swing. Gonna have a problem there. Now my clutch is acting up again. I'm assuming this is his first time at this yard because he overshot. That, or he just kind of, yeah, was kind of lost in thought or distracted or whatever. Who knows? It happens, especially. I mean, it doesn't matter how experienced you are. If you're new to a particular facility and don't know the layout or where things go, it can be really confusing, no matter who you are. 0827. That's a paid-off truck. I don't know. I don't know if I know who they are. Looks familiar. I'm gonna put it right here next to this one. Come on, dude. Nope. Coming in a little bit too fast. I had a feeling I picked a. On my setup, I picked the target too far to the left. Plenty of room here, so we got margin for air to work with. Might as well use it. My tandem's a little bit closer there. I don't want to take up so much space that nobody can fit a trailer on the other side of it. So I'm gonna go forward. Get this a little bit closer. That looks good right there. This right where it makes efficient use of space, but I can still get the landing gear. Crank the landing gear down. Pedal again. Trying to back into the kingpin so I can make sure it's not biting up on the latch, so I have an easier time getting out. So I won't have it bound up when I'm trying to disconnect the trailer. Let's go off. Okay, I need to write up that hose. If this load doesn't, behind me doesn't deliver until tomorrow. I don't know what time. I never got the appointment time. But it has time to sit here, and where the TK guy who works here at the yard can maybe take a look at it and fix whatever it is before it goes and gets delivered. So let's see, 730,600 miles, 6435, reefer hours. 13705. And I'm thinking APU hours is going to be 13,468. Told you. Alright, so now I'm going to go look for an empty trailer. And also look for the TK guy, let him know about the what I found with this one, see if it merits attention. A couple of I didn't know what it even was. I actually asked in our Facebook group, and a couple of other drivers told me they that it's part of the air. I think it's the auto inflate system, and he says they said if there's air coming out of that, then you probably got a leak in one of the axles. Not the tire itself necessarily, but the air that goes through the through the axle to the tire is probably a leak somewhere that might need to get looked at. So if you can hear audible leak when there's pressure, when you have air going to the trailer, that's a problem. Yeah, so I'm gonna find the guy, and also while I'm at it out here, look for an empty, and then hook up. I don't really care if it has 3/4 or less on fuel. It'd be great if it does, but if it doesn't, so be it. I'm on duty already anyway. I'm gonna have to run the deadhead miles from here to Colton anyway. I can get my fuel at the 7-Eleven there, same one that that I might end up parking at when I'm done there anyway. So as long as it's clean and serviceable, it's all good. I can worry about getting fuel somewhere else this time. But fact remains, when you drop a trailer in the drop yard, doesn't matter if it's loaded or empty, don't drop it unless it has at least 3/4 fuel. All right, that's best practice, and it's actually mandatory in a lot of places. And some carriers could even charge drivers for someone else having to fill their reefer unit that they shouldn't have had to fill. I haven't found the TK guy yet, but I did find a trailer that I'm going to go ahead and use. It will need a little bit more fuel in it, but it is clean and appears to be serviceable at least. Drop these bills in the bill box, go hook up the other trailer, and then I'll let my dispatcher, I'll send my macro 13 in to drop this trailer, and then let them know in the comments that I'm grabbing that one. Alright, I'll pull forward, drop airbags. Yeah, this clutch pedal's still acting up, so it's DGS Transport. Contractor using one of our trailers. Wait on this pressure to drop all the way. Okay, they asked if it was a drop trailer, and I said, yeah, it's. I'm getting ready to, and said also let them know I'm. Look, oh, there's the TK guy right there, so I can let him know. So yeah, I need to look for load locks also. This trailer doesn't have any load locks in it. I lost a couple of my load locks to that load that I swapped, and of course I'm dropping the other load, and it didn't have load locks in it anyway. The trailer's sitting high. Okay. Third axle underneath it. I haven't felt anything. I don't see any. Well, I see barely any indication at all. It means it's time to raise the landing gear. clutch, man. I tell you, I can't even feather it very effectively because it's just like either all or nothing. And you know, I just dragged the tires a little bit there. Not intentionally. Alright, so macro 13. JCT drop yard, San Bernardino. Trailer 6435. Strip number 191. The 5834, yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, location is secure. No, it's not sealed. Yeah. Right, wrong. Yes, it's sealed. No, it's not locked. Bill box. Yes, 32. Cycle Century. I'll say 7 on fuel because that's what I. Picking up empty 7059. Okay, so now I'll send that information in. Now, if I get a load assignment in, then I know that they found that information in the notes section of the macro. If I get a message saying what trailer, what empty are you grabbing, it means they didn't read the message. It's my way of testing my DM just for fun. Alright guys, all done here. I'm going to start, head over to WCC. Actually, I'm going to head over to 7-Eleven first. We'll top off this reefer unit. And then from there, we'll just park for a few hours, whatever. I'll probably call WCC up and ask them about the pickup, if it's a drop hook or live, and which more than likely will be drop hook. That's what we usually do there. Not always, though. And also, what it's, how they're looking on how timely some of the pickups are, so. Same guy I saw doing a U-turn. Yeah, it is the same guy I saw doing a U-turn the other. No, it's a different driver, but either same truck or same company. Quality Logistics. Definitely a different driver. Yeah, I was just talking to this guy over here who's backing into the, that area right there, and he says he's not making enough money, and I told him, hey, I can always help with that. But I have to be able to scrutinize paychecks and see what's going on. You should be able to make money here. Empty. All right. That grinding there again, that was because my clutch brake isn't working properly. Leaving my foot all the way down on the pedal, it's not doing me much good. It's this Phil 4001. Don't know that truck. A couple other of our trucks over here too. I might have seen 4001 before, but I have it listed somewhere else. Yeah, it's another trailer that has expired registration on it, and it's going to be 2 years expired come next month, or more than a year expired, whatever. got overcast skies here, so I don't think I'm really going to need the my sunglasses for a while. So actually it makes it nice. It's 68 degrees, so it makes it a lot more comfortable in here. I had 119, 120 degree temps yesterday at the Pilot in Tolleson, Arizona. Definitely up there. Again, I do not like to use Tippecanoe. I knew it was going to grind again. I actually consider just going straight to first gear because it's less likely to grind if I use first gear instead of second. But I don't normally use first gear for anything unless I have a heavy load and I'm stopped and I'm on an incline. Even if I'm heavy, if I'm on flat terrain or downhill, I always start out in second. And even when I'm bobtail, I start in second. But it's not so bad on the clutch, but I'm not in a gear that I don't really need to use. This first gear, I can't even get 5 miles an hour out of it before I need to shift into second. So that's only just to get me moving if I'm heavy. I'm going to turn right, head westbound on Mill Street here. Hopefully they'll send me my load assignment in before I get to WCC, or more so over to 7-Eleven, because I can't get reefer fuel for this load assignment, or for this load number, if I don't have a load assignment. And I also can't pick up the load if I don't have a load assignment. Light turn red on me, shred it. Good. Now I'm going several miles an hour below the speed limit also, because like I said, the traffic lights are designed, they're timed, the yellow lights are timed with cars in mind, not us. Because I'm going to turn left onto Inland Center Drive. It's not going to be this next light, but I think the next one after that, I believe, is Inland Center. Doing well with these lights so far now. I mean, this street isn't so bad a lot of times with the lights. They do sometimes turn red on me, but it's not like an everyday thing where I have to deal with literally every freaking light turning red, which I hate. I seem to be catching every green light possible so far, which this is better than can ever be expected. We got Waterman Avenue coming up next, and then the following light after that will be the 5-way at Mill, E, and Inland Center Drive. So now my clutch pedal feels a little bit more normal. It's not all the way normal, but it feels better than it was. And when I was slowing down, I used it once, and it actually felt normal. see, a lot of these other trucks look like they're going to be, yeah, they look like they're all getting onto Inland Center Drive as well. It's just kind of the common thing that everybody does here. Mill to Inland Center and then get on 215 at Inland Center. And I could have our permits lady, Angela, email me a copy of the permit for this trailer, but I'm not going to have it long enough. And the truck stop there at 7-Eleven does not have fax services, if I recall. So it does me no good to have her email it to me because I mean, how am I going to get it printed up? I don't have a way to print it, and I'm not going to have the trailer long enough to really justify it. So this one, I really hate giving somebody else something to have to fix, but this situation, it's something's got to be done. I mean, it's gone this long without being checked. That just tells you exactly how bad people are about not doing thorough pre-trips. Anytime you acquire a trailer, always check the registration and DOT inspection form on it. The DOT should have been done within the last year, and then yeah, the registration also should be within the last year also. So we usually, like, our trailers are all issue date of July 2020, and then the enforcement date will be September of 2021. Which basically means that the registration expires July of 2020. And then the enforcement date before DOT will start writing tickets for having registration expired tags will be September. They always give a 2-month grace period, because sometimes it takes that long to get equipment to terminals, so they can actually get necessary decals or whatever else. Saw that bobtail back there cut off the car. The car was going to go try to fly by, and that bobtail denied him. Because obviously bobtail has the same thing at minus B. You're going to need to make the left to get on to southbound 215 up here in a second. Amtex. Yeah, this time of day, probably go ahead and use Rancho Avenue like I tend to use, because like I said, I don't like to use Riverside Avenue. There's just too much traffic. The road's in too bad shape. Too many traffic lights also that will catch you. Whereas when I go down Rancho Avenue, I just have the lights right there by the interchange, and then got one there at Rancho Naguamanza. And then one more at the new Walmart DC on Aguamanza. And then next one will be Miguel Bustamante Parkway, which is the one I turn on to get to Walmart. And then next light after that is the corner where the 7-Eleven or Rialto Travel Center is located. Bobtail's going to block the intersection, isn't it? Oh, that don't matter now because the light just turned and just got a green arrow here. I could also go straight. Actually, I think it's Orange Shore Road that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Orange Shore Road. It's got Auto Center Drive over here on this side. Come down that way also, and then take the road down next to the auto dealerships there. That'll take you onto this other street. I can't remember the name of it. Hang it right there, where, you know, basically where the road that's next to the dealerships ends. And then be a left turn. Yeah, this Jeep's staying back far enough. And basically, you can work your way over to Mount Vernon Avenue over there, which is the first arterial street on I-10 west of 215. It's not much of an arterial, but it, yeah, technically is. Assignment. Come on. Trip knows that his lane's going to end into mine.
Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Oh, okay, that's better. I was going to say I should hear more than one message come in. So that means since I got three new messages, it means that one of them is the load assignment. Play or not? Alright, see right here is Mount Vernon Avenue. It's a really irregular interchange though.
Attention, a new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived.
No, that's not what I'm asking you.
Important received today at 9:56 a.m. load assignment order 191.
Okay. Yeah.
Message 2 of 18. Important received today at 9:56 a.m. load assignment page 2 Aries will be early morning at low level requirement. Message 1 of 18. Important received today at 9:56 a.m. fuel solution load.
Hey, alright, so I've got everything I need there. I don't really use the fuel solution at all ever. Half the time I don't even look at it. I don't really give a shit what it asks me. It tells me it suggests because I can save a lot more money on fuel by doing my own way. Yeah, it's kind of like what I was saying. That guy I was talking to. He said he only took home like $800 or $900 or something, and he said he ran a lot of miles. But like, did you get paid for all the miles, or did you just run them? But maybe there was some overlap between when you ran the miles and when the trip actually delivered or got paid, whatever. Or also how much of those paid miles ended up in your fuel tank, or are still sitting in your fuel tank, or how much extra did you pay for fuel? Come on. See, now my friction point is so far back that I'm expecting it to hit it sooner, and then I end up pulling the clutch out, pedal out even further, like further than I'm expected to before it starts to grab. whatever it is, like some kind of bypass or whatever, I'd love to get rid of it, because that way my clutch brake could operate like more consistently, always the same thing. I'd always know what I'd be, I would know where to find the friction point on it, and not have some of these problems. As far as I'm going to wait till I put the truck down for scheduled maintenance again, like a PM or something, and a slash home time, and which I'll probably do when I hit 750,000 miles, and let them know I'm not going to pay for a clutch brake adjustment unless you find what's causing the clutch to act the way it is. Yeah, get Bobby. Come on, hurry up. So if I need a J hook, I don't want traffic behind me when I come up on the turn here on the Aguamonte. If I need the J hook to make the turn, I don't want people near me. Okay, I don't see anybody there at the intersection right now. I'm gonna let him scan down the road. I really can't see too much though, because the field here is elevated a little bit, so it's. I see one person coming further up, but it looks like we're okay. Alright, so I think 1400 is the earliest I'll be able to check in, which is about 4 hours from now. But again, I'll have to call Walmart first and verify whether it's a drop hook or live, and find out if I can get a status on it too. Like, is it in the dock door already, or because once in a while you'll find that the load's ready to go early. Light coming up here. It's the newer Walmart DC. It's a dry dock facility. Not one we ever go to. I think I'm gonna, if there's any room for me to park over at Farmer Boys, Farmer Brothers, or what, I always forget. One's the restaurant, one's the coffee. Farmer Boys, I think, is what it's called. Yeah, it's a local chain, and I always get the two mixed up. I don't know why. But I got good food, so I'll probably go eat there if if I can find parking there. If not, I'll just park over at the 7-Eleven / Rialto Travel Center, and I don't know, maybe have just munch on something from Carl's Jr. there. Alright, gonna go straight through this line here, Miguel Bustamante. Yeah, and the shipper's right here on Miguel Bustamante, but I'm gonna go straight. I need to get reefer fuel, and I can't go in there yet anyway. So now my clutch feels normal. Or my clutch pedal, I mean. Functioning exactly how I want it to function. I just can't get it to stay that way. That's an old England trailer. Holy shit. 16622. Damn. that maybe one of their? That's probably their upgrade truck, where when people get through a training, they go through phase 1 and phase 2 upgrade before they become a lead driver. And so phase 1's when they're a trainee and they actually have to have a qualified trainer. Well, we'll say qualified. I mean, some of them are. Yeah, but some of them are just ceremoniously qualified, I guess, or something. I don't know. Or just good enough because they need trainers, and they just, hey, when pickings are slim, you gotta sometimes lower your standards when you're trying to just get seats filled. So sometimes the standard's too low, which we can all agree on, but need drivers. And not very many experienced drivers are willing to be trainers, so it's kind of what are you supposed to do about it when the people who have the requisite experience that most of us think trainers should have? Just trying to watch my hood mirror for possible red light runners there. I could not see back there because behind my B pillar, so decided to use my hood mirror to try to scan for possible red light runners there. Actually, a friend of mine just got hit by a red light runner a couple days ago, or yesterday, or something like that. It was right over here on Iowa Street, here in Riverside.
You have 5 hours and 22 minutes of remaining drive time.
Can't tell what this guy's doing. I think he might be trying to back into a spot over here by where Prime is at. I think Prime might be complicating his backing though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's what he's trying to do is back into. There's a silver KW over here, or it's a JCT too. I think there's a spot right there that he's trying to get into. Yeah, he's got his backup lights on, so trying to park by where Prime is at or something. I just want fuel, and I'm gonna say fuck it. I think he's trying to back in right there. Yeah, I think you're in his way though. I think he wants you to back up. It doesn't matter what's. I know there's 2 spots open there, but the guy can't get into either one of them with Prime where he's at. So dude, just back up. Let him get into the spot. Fuck, it's not that hard. Alright, yeah, it's not much room here. I don't think. Yeah. I'll probably just go plan on parking at Farmer Boys or somewhere else. Which I want to eat anyway, so I like Farmer Boys. Alright, on duty for fuel. Get my load number so I know what information to give them. 6535. Okay. Okay, we'll try going over to Farmer Boys first, probably, and then so I'm gonna PC
You
because
have
I'm
5 hours and 22 minutes of remaining drive time.
personal use. come from? I didn't see that yellow tractor there. I saw a white one over there. Looked like he was getting ready to back into a spot. This guy... Well, are you gonna go or not, Creed? It kind of look like you're just hanging out there like you just got your skill ticket or something. $44.81. I also thought about going over to Zorba's Burgers. Zorba's has good food. A lot of people don't know about them either. It's a kind of a Mexican-American mix. Yeah, it's over there in what we call High Grove. Right over off of Iowa Street, kind of going toward the Riverside distribution center for Walmart. See if I can park over here at Farmer Boy's first, and if not, I mean, if there's nowhere, I'll probably just, I may go over to Zorba's because I am hungry. So, because there isn't any open parking over here at the truck stop, and don't much like parking at along the street here. It's illegal in some spots, and they do ticket drivers, and no point in me doing that. There we go. I can't tell if there's any opening there or not. This guy stays wide, I'll be alright. Yeah, we're good. Yep, we're clear. Might be an opening there, but I can't tell. There could be bobtails parked over there, though. Hopefully not, but if there is, yeah, it looks like it's sort of, yeah. No openings here. Everything's occupied, fuckers. Alright, so Zorba's it is. I know other areas, and I know other places in the area where I can legally park on the street, but I'm not going to do that. Because like I said, I want food. Even though, yeah, I'll probably end up going back to the house when I'm empty anyway. I mean, once I'm loaded anyway, because my clock will probably be expired anyway when I'm done picking up the load. Why not? I'll show you guys how to get over to Zorba's. Blue JCT over there earlier. I couldn't read it. Delta 3297. They've been around a while. That truck's a little bit older than mine. I have seen that truck before. Alright, go over here past the Cedar England terminal. Next light down will be Miguel Bustamante Parkway on the left, and then Klein Ranch, I think it is, on the right. And after that, we'll get across the Santa Ana riverbed. Be a left turn onto, I want to say it's called Placentia. I know it starts with a P. I get Patterson and Placentia mixed up. There's one of them right here, and the other one is down on the 215 freeway in between Moreno Valley and Paris. Those two I always get mixed up. Where the white car just turned is, we'll just call it Placentia. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Placentia. There'll be a left turn here. It's right at the Riverside and Colton border. Yeah. Pickup gonna affected that a little bit. Just trying to get out of the way of the car that was coming up pretty fast as quickly as I could, but then the pickup kind of made me reconsider what my options were there. Ultimately, it didn't have a big have a bearing on anything, but I still kind of concerned me a little bit. Okay, now you can actually park a truck right here along this curb. A lot of people don't know about this place right here. Okay, I don't see any trucks parked here right now, but it's very common when I come through here. There are trucks parked here. This is Orange Street here, if I remember right. I don't see any signs here, but pretty, I don't know, maybe it's not orange. I think the orange is, oh no, maybe it is orange. Yeah, I want to say it's orange. It goes, I know it dead ends up here somewhere. Yeah, it's probably orange there. Just deal with every alternate route possible in my car when I go home from work, when I worked at the base. It'd be March Air Reserve Base over there on off the 215 freeway where Riverside, Moreno Valley, and Paris all meet up. Alright, Stevens Avenue. Turn right here if you want to get on southbound 215, but I want to continue across over onto Center Street. It'll be a right turn onto Iowa Avenue. Is this guy really that heavy? That's the best he can do? East Lucadena Avenue here, then right after that, the traffic light up here will be Iowa Avenue. It'll be a right turn onto Iowa. Zorba's will be right up here on the left side. I'm gonna go make the left turn right where that blue van is coming out of. That way I can set up side for, to back into their lot.
Here's all mine, here's that.
Hate people who are obnoxious like that. I'll park right next to the other guy. There's a utility pole back there I'm gonna watch for. That's pretty good. Well, this is Zorba's Burgers. Like I said, it's American and Mexican food. It's good food too. Check it out sometime if you haven't been here before. Just don't take up all the parking here, so people like me who know about the place can't park here because it's full or something. All right, well, I'll have some more footage for you guys here when it's time to pick up there at Walmart. All right, so hang tight, keep watching.